So next week is the Super Bowl. It's the day that every NFL player dreams of and prepares for their entire careers. They wake up before sunrise and play on that field until sunset, day after day after day. They put in blood, sweat, and tears. They put in hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of hours to finally make it, hopefully one day, to that Super Bowl. I could just imagine the excitement of an NFL player when they finally make it, when they run out in that stadium onto the field, surrounded by tens of thousands of screaming fans, all excited, psyched, the adrenaline, the energy, the lights. It's got to be pretty amazing. But just imagine that you are that NFL player, and it's the night before the big game, and all of your teammates decide they want to get an early night's sleep, so that they can have enough energy for the next day. But you say, you know what? I'll stay up late. I'll sleep late tomorrow. You stay up late, 9, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, you're still sleeping. Your teammates are out there, they're on the field, they're stretching, they're preparing mentally, physically, getting ready for the big game. 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, you roll out of bed. You decide, you know what, I'm hungry, I'm going to go out to the bakery. You get a couple of donuts, you get some cookies, some cake, you go out for a burger and fries, you get a couple of beers, and your teammates are eating this perfectly regimented diet. The perfect amount of proteins, carbohydrates, electrolytes, all the liquids they need. They're getting ready for the game. You decide to go for a stroll in the park, you're walking around, having a good time, and your teammates are sitting in the locker room. They're meditating, they're focusing on the game, they're getting their minds mentally prepared. And then the coach walks in, and he gives them the most motivating, inspiring, empowering speech of a lifetime. He turns to them and he says, boys, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. This is the game that you have always dreamed of. You are finally here, and we are going to win. And all of them are psyched, and they're butting heads, and they're roaring and growling, and they run out there onto that field, and the lights, the energy, the screaming fans, they are in the game. You walk in 10 minutes late. The coach is looking at you. He's fuming. He says, what are you doing? It's 10 minutes into the game. Get on the field. You run out there and you play. You play till the end of the game. And maybe you win and maybe you lose. But either way, you are totally uninspired because you know that you were not in the game. People come up to me all the time. They say, you know, I go to synagogue. I open the siddur. I pray. But I'm not inspired. I'm bored. The truth is, it's no different than the Super Bowl. If we just show up to that game, if we just walk onto that field with no preparation, we won't be inspired. Sure, we'll play the game, we'll be there to the end, but we won't be inspired. But if you prepare, if you put in that time, the energy, then when you walk into that synagogue and you know what every single word means, and you know that every single word is a goldmine because you have explored and you have discovered the beauty, then you will be inspired. Because it's game time, and you're in the game. You're mentally prepared. You're aware of who you're talking to, that you are talking to the creator of the universe, and you know what you're saying and why you're saying it. It's inspiring. There's a famous line in the world of sports. It's not about whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game. Well, when it comes to prayer, it's not about whether you get what you ask for. It's about how you connect when you're asking. When we walk into synagogue, when we open that siddur, when we start davening, when we start praying, it's game time. And if our mind is in it, then we will be inspired. So get in that game, inspire yourself, and remember, just breathe.